former British heavyweight champion Alex Shane and Martin Kirby been making waves throughout British wrestling, and now he's going to try and make the biggest wave of all by getting into this Gen X ladder match.
Well, Dave, this is not the first time we've seen Martin Kirby in NGW, but it's the first time we've seen him on this programme in a long, long time, and he has been making waves, as you said, become an internet wrestling sensation here in the United Kingdom and around the world, and he's here now, fighting for that spot to be the fourth and final man in that upcoming Four Corners Gen X ladder match. And Dave, remember, the winner of that match gets a shot against Nathan Cruz.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent.
Well, Kirby may not have been in NGW for a while, but his opponent here has been a permanent fixture since the Gen X League launch. Robbie X would love nothing more than to make his way into that ladder match.
One of the fastest Gen Xers in British wrestling today, and here he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Lincoln, weighing tonight at 83 kilograms, this is Robbie X.
This match is going to be competed under Gen X rules, which means there's a 10-minute time limit, Alex. If you're Robbie X or Martin Kirby, what does that do to your strategy from the opening bell?
It gives you the urge to throw caution to the wind and make sure that every single move counts.
Robbie X a favourite here in Hull City Hall. Martin Kirby, as we've already mentioned, has been a favourite in various parts of Great Britain, but I think the crowd probably going to be on the side of Robbie X, and that may be a deciding factor in what will otherwise be a very closely fought battle here, with a lot on the line as well, because the winner of this, as we've already said, will go into that Gen X ladder match, the winner of which will get a shot at the NGW title.
And let's not forget what that ladder match is for, because if you remember, for Matt Myers to join Nathan Cruz on Team NGW in Team Warfare, Myers asked for a shot at Cruz. Cruz said, I will do it if you are the Gen X champion by the end of season 4. Well, Mark Lebet's come in and said, you can't just give your friend a title shot, so he has constructed this Four Corners ladder match full of Gen Xers, and the winner of that match will get the shot against Cruz at the end of this season. However, Robbie X and Martin Kirby will have to qualify for that shot.
So here we go then, Kirby and Robbie X, 10-minute time limit in the Gen X League, and the pressure is on here. The winner gets a spot in that ladder match as we are underway.
Collar and elbow tie up there, and Kirby taking the wrist of Robbie X. And you're going to see some incredible wrestling from both these two guys. Kirby been wrestling a decade in the UK scene, and amazingly, even though he's a very young man, so has Robbie X, starting when he was just 13 years of age, Dave.
Now, you said that a winner of that ladder match, Alex, is going to get a shot against Nathan Cruz. Of course, that is assuming that Cruz is even going to be the NGW champion by the end of season 4. In a couple of weeks, for example, he's got a challenge from Doug Williams.
One of the most highly anticipated matches in the history of this show. The NGW Undisputed Heavyweight Champion Nathan Cruz against the winner of the Destiny Rumble, Doug Williams. 2 weeks' time.
So all these Gen X stars who are already in the ladder match or are competing to be in it don't know if it's going to be Cruz, it could be Williams, it could be someone else. We just don't know this early in the season what the situation will be in terms of championships when we get to the end.
And you asked me a moment ago, what is your strategy in a Gen X match, Dave? And you saw it right there. Quick action, quick covers, and quick attempts to win. You've only got 10 minutes in this match, and over 10% of it is already gone.
Robbie X, as we suspected, getting the crowd behind him. They're going to try up again. No, they're not, because Robbie X is going to go for the leg. Gets that takedown on Kirby. And he's trying already to get that right shoulder down. Referee in position.
Referee Adam J, the official for this one. And don't forget, Dave, it was Adam J that counted that history-making free count in Team Warfare.
Kirby going for a free count of his own, was unable to get it as Robbie X got his right shoulder up, now his left. Jay has got his eyes firmly fixed on the upper body of Robbie X as he bridges out. And Kirby, with that mat wrestling expertise, sends Robbie X into the corner now. Kirby's going to go to the rope. Big drop kick from Robbie X.
Precision drop kick from Robbie X, down for a cover, ref in position, 2 and, well, just a 2. But just like that, you saw the explosiveness of Robbie X. He is one of the most incredible Gen Xers we have in NGW, and as experienced as Martin Kirby is, and trust me, Dave, Kirby's been in the ring with the best, and I do mean the best. Robbie X is a phenomenon in that squared circle.
Snapmare takedown as Robbie X will go to the ropes, big kick to the temple, the side of the head, hooks the leg, he'll try it again, and that is the 5th or 6th pin attempt we've already seen in less than 3 minutes of this contest.
It's a smart strategy. You just feel that clock ticking away, 3 minutes in now, and Robbie X has got more experience in Gen X matches than Kirby, and that's why he's the man that keeps going for that pinfall.
Robbie X with a forearm to the face on Kirby. And again, the 3 people who are already in that ladder match, the winner of this will advance to Wild Boar Mike Hitchman, Matt Myers, who's the Gen X champion, and Bubblegum, the former champion. If those 3 men are watching this backstage or in the locker room, as I'm sure they are, which of these 2 do you think they would rather compete against?
Well, Martin Kirby is the more experienced guy. Martin Kirby, in many ways, is the guy who many people believe is the better wrestler. But Robbie X, you put him in a Gen... Oh, wow, look at that backbreaker. Robbie X, you put him in a Gen X match, and this kid is incredible. You add ladders to that match. My God, can you imagine what that could look like? So, I don't know. It's a tough decision to make.
Kirby taking control against Robbie X ever since that Tilton World backbreaker and now chop across the chest. But the clock is ticking, and this methodical pace that Kirby seems to be adopting may work to his disadvantage as time continues to tick on.
4 minutes into this one, Dave, and almost half of this match is finished. And Martin Kirby needs to be aware of that because he's having some fun in there, showboating with his audience, but he needs to focus on winning. Because a shot at the most televised British title since the glory days of World of Sport is well within his reach.
Running backbreaker from Kirby as he continues the assault on the lumbar part of the spine. Another pin attempt, gets 2. And Kirby, although he was perfectly hospitable to these fans in Hull when he came out here, is starting to get a little bit antagonised by the support for Robbie X.
And Robbie X feeds up this crowd, young man full of adrenaline, but Martin Kirby knows exactly what to do to slow that momentum down, and that spinning heel kick was exactly what was needed.
Kirby taunting again, and that is part of his psyche, that is part of his persona, but he is going to have to adapt that as we enter the second half of this Gen X match.
And if you notice, Kirby's strategy has been the opposite of Robbie X. His strategy has been to slow down the youngster, and he's doing a damn good job of it, using everything he can to ground Robbie X in that momentum.
Kirby with the drop kick between the shoulder blades. He'll go for another cover. Will that be enough? Maybe knock the wind out of Robbie X, but didn't have enough there to keep him down for the 3.
And this Gen X match is in stark contrast to what we're going to see in this episode's main event, because it will be a true heavyweight showdown, an open invitational for the Davey Boy Smith Memorial Cup 2. Dave Mastiff, managed by the manager of champions Gilligan Gordon, against Glasgow, Scotland's Joe Coffey. That one is going to be a hard-hitting affair, Dave Bradshaw. I can't wait.
Yeah, hard-hitting is an understatement. Well, hang on, Kirby. We've seen this as he's gone around the country, this bizarre Zoidberg elbow. He's going to attempt to hit, and nobody home as Robbie X moves out of the way.
It's nice to see that even in NGW, that elbow didn't find its target.
I don't think it ever has. Kirby is left reeling. Robbie X is going to use that missed elbow as an opportunity to regain a foothold in this. Clothesline takes Kirby down, not once but twice.
Look at that, ducks a clothesline, this Robbie X waist lock, goes into the ropes, rolls back out, sunset flip, and Robbie X rolls through. Keep your eye on the youngster, drop kick, ground position, straight to the face of Kirby.
Robbie X is feeling that momentum is shifting in his direction, but little more than 3 minutes left. The running uppercut. X with Kirby on his shoulders, now behind into the rear waist lock, and a spinning forearm smash into the German suplex with the bridge, and that's... No, that wasn't all. British Wrestling Weekly continues. High stakes here in the Gen X League as the winner of this match between Martin Kirby and Robbie X will advance to that big ladder match.
And Robbie X going to the place he is most dangerous in a professional wrestling ring, Dave Bradshaw, and that is the third strand and the top rope.
We better be quick about it. The time continuing to tick away on this 10-minute time limit as Kirby charges, no one there, but he kicks him away now. And
what's this, Dave? Look at
Kirby.
Textbook.
Yeah, innovative neck breaker from the man from North Yorkshire. He'll go for the cover again, and he got 2 and almost 3, 2 3/4 that time.
Close is near for this match, and as we are rapidly approaching 8 minutes, Dave, These two really have to pick up the pace.
Kirby is getting more and more frustrated, not just at Robbie X's resilience here, but at the support he's getting from this crowd. He's going to try for that, maybe that delayed vertical suplex that he's been using around the country, but Robbie X has it scouted.
Used his knee to get out of that suplex, Dave. Very smart, even upside down, he was thinking on his feet.
The desperation starting to set in for both of these guys as they just pound each other in the head with those forearms, and now Kirby going to follow Robbie X to the ropes. He's had a big boot to the face. Oh, but a super kick into the jaw of Kirby from Robbie X, followed up by an enziguri.
Oh, and he's going for that powerbomb. It's a move he's very famous for in British wrestling, but oh, Robbie X, look at this!
Counter by Robbie X, and that was nearly enough.
Oh, he's going for that X Express and he hits it, Dave! Oh, could this be a prelude to the standing shooting star press?
That'll do it, and it does! Robbie X advances to the Gen X ladder match.
Here is your winner and qualifying for the upcoming NGW Gen X League ladder match, Robbie X!
Wild-born Mike Hitchman, Matt Myers, Bubblegum, add to that list the name of Robbie X. It is NGW's biggest ever ladder match, and that man will be a part of it.
Incredible way to start British Wrestling Weekly, and an incredible way to get ready for what may just be one of the most jaw-dropping exhibitions, spectacles, call it what you will. That four-way ladder match, Dave, is going to be unmissable British Wrestling television. And if I was the other men in that match, or the NGW Heavyweight Champion Nathan Cruz, I would be watching this one and being somewhat concerned. Robbie X was phenomenal.
Robbie X with his hand raised high, but let's switch gears here and move our attention to our main event, an open invitational with the chance, possibly, of becoming part of the second Davey Boy Smith Memorial Cup. Well, as we get ready for that huge heavyweight showdown, take a look at this.